Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Manifesting is often misunderstood as something mystical, magical, or maybe reserved for a select few people. But the truth is, it is a practical, reliable process, and it's based on universal law. Bob Proctor taught that thoughts become things. And when we align our minds and emotions with a clear image, we inevitably draw it into our lives. There's actually a 5-step process. Bob Proctor recognized that true change doesn't happen just with lofty dreams. It happens through consistent, focused action, no matter how small. Bob Proctor would he always asked, "What do you really want?" But then he would say, "What did you do today? What one thing did you do today that got you one step closer to your goal?" That wasn't a casual or a rhetorical question. It was deliberate. It was a daily accountability, a mechanism to keep a person's vision in front of them and keep them accountable to their actions. That question, what did you do today that got you one step closer to your goal? That planted a seed in my mind to reframe each day as an opportunity to align with the universal power and to bring into reality, to actuate my desired future, my desired result, the dream that I wanted to be living. It becomes a daily practice, knowing the goal, feeling the importance of progress, and repeating good questions. And you can ask that question of yourself every single day. What did you do today that will get you one step closer to your goal? So here are the 5 steps. Well, first of all, I would say before you even get to the steps, you want to take some time to relax because you cannot create anything other than stress and a mess if you're in the state of anxiety, worry, fear, disease. You're actually looking at what you don't want and manifesting more of it into your life. So, first of all, you want to relax your central nervous system. There is a mind-body connection. Your gut is like your brain. It's your second brain. So you have to relax your mind and your gut. You have to relax your entire body. I like to do this before I go to sleep, first thing in the morning, and practice it a couple of times during the day so that I can actually feel at ease. And when I feel at ease, when I trust God, the universe, powers higher than me, my higher my higher thinking abilities, when I can tap into that universal energy and get quiet, ideas flow easily, effortlessly, instead of me trying to force and push and make things happen. So first, see if you can sit in a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. Shut off all other distractions and take a deep breath in. allowing yourself to relax. Settle down that wild stallion of a body and just sit still. You don't have to sit in the mudra meditation position for hours. Just sit on a comfortable chair. Put your feet on the ground so that you feel grounded. Just have your hands lightly in your lap and take another deep breath in and let that go. Bob Proctor taught that you can imagine a beautiful lavender energy flowing from the universe, from the heavens, pure divine energy, pure infinite love, and allow that to flow into the crown of your head. Allow it to swirl around in your brain, inside your head. Allow this beautiful lavender energy to flow through your throat, your chest, your heart, kidney, lungs, your internal organs, and all around you, flowing down into your extremities, into your arms and legs, and expanding this love so that it radiates out of you, getting into the feeling of well-being, getting to the feeling of being at ease, allowing yourself to be magnetically energized to attract to you everything that you desire. Another deep breath in and let go of any stress. Now, the first step is to create an image. Everything is created twice, first in the mind and then in reality. Choose a goal, a desire, something that you really want, and form a detailed mental picture. This image is the seed of your manifestation. Allow it to be big. Allow it to be something that stirs your heart, something that is what you really, really, really want. Not what you think you can settle for, not what you think you can have, but something that you know would make you happy, healthy, wealthy, whatever you desire. Choose the goal and get clear on a picture in your mind. And the second step is to add emotion. Imagination alone isn't enough. You must infuse your vision with feeling. Emotion is the activating force that impresses the image on your subconscious mind, and it shifts the vibration that your body is in. Bob Proctor would say, we live in an ocean of motion. Everything vibrates, nothing rests. When you add emotion to the picture, that plants that seed in your subconscious mind. It gets you excited, feeling joyful, feeling as if you already have that goal. When you see the picture in your mind and you visualize it, spend some time relaxed and enjoying that picture. Some people have pictures plastered all over their office, or they create a vision board, or they put a picture on their computer as the desktop. You might have a picture on your phone that every time your phone opens up, you see the vision of what you truly desire. Pictures are just reminders. You might write down what it is that you desire and spend a few minutes thinking about it, and then carry a card with you that has that sentence or two on it. A sentence or two that triggers your mind, triggers your memory, what you're going after, what you truly desire. Get emotionally involved with your vision. Step 3 is aligning with the laws of the universe. The law of vibration and attraction is an impersonal law. The laws of vibration or a law of attraction responds to the energy that radiates from your body, from your mind. Hold your image with the consistency and gratitude, and the universe will respond in kind. And you can feel what it's going to feel like to have your vision already accomplished. You've reached your goal, and you're so grateful. You're so happy. Whatever feelings that you will feel once your vision has come into reality, get tapped into that energetic vibration, and that allows you to think, feel, and act in that energetic vibration. And as you act, the universe reacts, it responds to your energy. That's what is meant by like attracts like. The energy that you put out, you see show up in your reality. So you've decided on the goal, you've written it down, you've added emotion to it, and you take action. What could you do that will allow you to get one step closer to your goal? Step 1 is create the image. Step 2 is add emotion. Step 3 is align with the law. Step 4 is live from the end. Each day, step into the feeling of your desire fulfilled. Ask yourself, if this were true right now, how would I think, speak, and act today? Then live that way. Don't wait for circumstances to change. Don't wait for your environment to change. Live as if. Think from the end. Live from the end. Act as if you already have your goal fulfilled. And ask yourself, if this were true, if I already was living the way I want to be living, if I already manifested my goal, How would I be thinking? What words would I be using to describe my life now that it's reality? How would I be behaving? What actions would I be taking? And then do that, live that way. And step 5 is to repeat daily. Repetition is the key to reprogramming your subconscious mind. Use affirmations, visualizations, and daily study to keep your vision alive until it becomes your reality. People would say, well, how long is it going to take? Well, we don't know. Just like we didn't know originally how long it took for a carrot seed to turn into a carrot, or for a corn seed to turn into a stalk of corn with ears of corn, or an apple seed to become an apple tree and to bear fruit. We know that in nature, there's days, months, or years before a tree or a plant is fully manifested. We have no idea how long it's going to take for your dream goal to manifest. But what is guaranteed is if you don't practice it, if you don't rehearse it, if you don't get into the energetic vibration of it, of what it would be like when it is done, it could never fully manifest into reality. The first step is to create the image of what you want, and you know why you want it. You know that it will bring you the joy, the happiness, the wealth, the peace, the love. Why do you want your goal? You might even ask yourself, what do I want and why do I want it? I heard one method is to write down asking yourself 7 times why. What would this do for me? Why do I want it? Why do I think my life would be so wonderful if I had that? Asking yourself 7 times why. And then when you go deeply enough, you understand what is your soul craving, the spirit inside of you that wants to manifest something more, something bigger, something the world has never seen before, something that you in your physical human body would really love to experience. Spirit is always for expansion and fuller expression. If you don't believe in your goal, it will never happen. So practicing creating the image, adding emotion, aligning with the laws of the universe, living from the end, and repeating daily is how your vision will become reality. Manifesting is not about forcing results, it's about aligning with them. When you consistently hold the image, feel the emotion, and live as if it's already true, you move from manifesting by default to manifesting by design. This little manifesting made simple was provided by Bob Proctor's son, Brian Proctor. Bob would often ask Brian, what did you do today that got you one step closer to your goal? This wasn't a casual or rhetorical question. It was a deliberate daily mechanism to keep Brian connected to his vision and accountable to his actions. True change doesn't happen just because you want something. It doesn't happen with lofty dreams alone. It happens through consistent, focused action, no matter how small. Write down something that you truly desire. Why would you want that? What do you think it's going to do for your life? If you want to be happy, practice being happy. The state of being is what draws to you everything necessary to see your dream become reality. If you have trouble imagining what you would love in your life, imagination is one of your 6 higher mental faculties. Imagination creates fantasies, and fantasy is the first stage of creation in life. Everything has been created twice. This picture that I use in my slides is a portion of Vincent van Gogh's painting Starry Night. And Van Gogh said, "I dream my painting and then I paint my dream." Decide what it is that you really want. The creative process, using your imagination, that might be something that was programmed out of you when you went to school, when you were a child and you were told to put away childish ways, stop fantasizing, focus on reality. But do you realize that we would never have anyone create automobiles or airplanes or cell phones or electric can openers? Even the home that you're living in started out as an idea. The towering buildings in Dubai, in New York, all over the world, they started out in someone's mind, in imagination. They were once a fantasy. A building starts out with blueprints, with a design, with a picture, and then it's put into theory. Someone has to dig the hole and pour the foundation and put up the framing before it becomes fact, before it's done, before it's real. If you want something so much, instead of feeling that it's not here, instead of feeling jealous that someone else has it, instead of feeling the lack and limitation, you must get into the feeling that it's yours, that it's possible, that the infinite spiritual laws of attraction bring it to you because you're in harmony with it, because you can feel what it would be like. Maintaining that feeling in your mind, pretending that it's yours. Your body should have an all-over shudder of a warmth of gratitude, what it's like to be living that. So when you imagine and then you start to write out a plan, draw a picture, have blueprints made up for you, it must turn into fact. It's important to remember that without the aid of your imagination, there could be no creation in your life. How do you want to be living? Everything is created twice. first with imagination in your mind. And then when you can get into the feeling of what's that going to do for you, acting as if it's already here, focusing your attention, getting into that feeling, taking action that you've never done before, doing something that maybe you fail the first time or the 10th time or the 600th time, but you keep trying things, and then what you really want shows up in your reality. If you decided to build a house, it wouldn't magically appear when you waved a magic wand. There's a whole bunch of steps involved. But keeping your eye on the prize, keeping yourself aligned with that feeling, activating the emotion that you'll feel once it's completed, that starts the process. And as you take action, as you do things, as you put yourself out there, the universe responds in kind. Whatever you believe is possible for you is possible for you. Let your results register in your mind. The results that you want cause you to think. The thinking produces the feeling. The feeling causes the action, and the action produces the result. So when you have the same actions, you keep getting the same results. You want to start with deciding what you want, feeling as if it's already here. When you feel how you're going to feel when your goal has already manifested, you start to take new action, and that action changes the results. And then you can start with a new train of thought. You stay in charge of you. Don't let the outside world control you. You control the outside world by thinking about what you want, feeling how it's going to feel once it's manifested. When you start acting as if it's already yours, the universe rewards you. Think, feel, and act from already having your wish fulfilled. And I promise you, you continue to do that, that beautiful seed that you planted must manifest into reality. That's how the laws of the universe work. Create the image, get emotionally involved, get into alignment with the laws of the universe, live from the end, repeat daily. Create a wonderful day and watch how fast your goal shows up. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Enjoy your day. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Thank you.